Are y'all running ELDs or y'all running paper logs? Paper, okay. Got ELD? Okay. Just word for the wise. Of course, your record of duty status, you gotta have 8 days of record of duty status. You gotta have today and your previous 7. So if you're running paper logs, my advice to y'all and everybody else, if you stay local the first 7 days, make your log out and put local the 1st to the 7th, and then of course you get stopped on the 8th, then therefore you got all your previous 7. You don't have to do a log for the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd. You can do the 1 through the 7, and then on the 8th, you got a log. So if you get stopped in Georgia, you're over the 150 air miles, and they're like, hey, where's your previous 8? I don't know. So the more stuff you got bringing to the inspection, the better off you're gonna be, the more credible you're gonna be. So that's just kind of my advice to you now. I mean, if you do timesheets or something of that nature, find a way where you can obtain them really quick. If you, I mean, a way to get them. Because you're gonna stop at one cop, whether it's in Georgia, or it could be Florida, it could be somewhere up north, that he sees you only got two days of log, you're from Alabama, and guess what? You don't got them, you're out 10. So just make sure you got all your ducks in a row before you take off where you're needing a log. Of course, anything over 150 air miles, that's when you're gonna need the log.
Does that 150 air miles take us into Georgia, take us into Mississippi?
Yes,
Like
yes.
say I was going to Douglasville, Georgia, and it's 150 air mile radius, so the guys don't have, once they cross the state line, they don't have to do a log.
100, well,
They're in that 150 air mile.
if you're within it, but if you go outside of it, or, okay, perfect example. Atlanta to Huntsville, Alabama is right about 150 air miles. So you got people coming out of Atlanta going to Huntsville. That's a lot. It's a 4-hour drive, but they don't need a log because they fall within 150. So if they go past Huntsville and go in, let's just say go in Tennessee, they spend the night and then they come on back into their 150. They still have, now they have to have a log because they didn't return back to their home domicile. So the 150 works where if you're inside of it and you return back to your base every day, that's where you get that 150. But if you do not return back to your home domicile, that's where you need a log as far as within the 150.
Is 150 for non-CDL trucks, or is that for CDL as well?
It's for non-CDL as well, depends on if you're in commerce. As far as you go over the 150 or you cross state lines. So the main thing with these, of course, is money. If you're making money doing some kind of business, that's when the regulations fall under you. But definitely have your ducks in a row, because it makes you a lot more credible on the side of the road if you have all your paperwork there. Because we've all seen them people or know them people that probably don't do it the way they're supposed to do, and they get caught, and then they're angry about it because they got caught. So have all your stuff in a row, so even if you are, something's going on with your log or something going on with your ELD, you can say, hey trooper, I've got this, or I've got this. Makes your story a lot more credible. So the more stuff you bring to the inspection, the better off you're gonna be.
Can we take a second to go over the ELDs and the hours of service?
How about 11 and 14, that kind of stuff?
No, so we're always been under the assumption, as long as we don't, like there's some of us in this room who do a good bit of equipment transport. And we've always been under the understanding that we do not have to run these guys on an ELD as long as they don't go on a log more than 8 days in any running 30-day period.
That is correct. You can use a paper log for 8 days within a 30-day period. If
So
they
a lot of
use it,
people don't understand that's not 30 calendar days.
no, it's 30 rolling days, so it could be like February 15th to March 15th, or March 1st to April 1st. So,
We've run into that situation a couple times. About, I think last year, we sent 2 guys to Las Vegas and back. And mainly in Texas, we run into this issue. They're trying to put us out of service from that we love.
Mhm.
And then, one guy actually put truck, both drivers, everything out of service. And he went inside to talk to the supervisor, and the supervisor told him he was wrong. And he had to go back out there and tell the guys, no, you can go.
that's a difficult one to kind of roll under, especially if you don't do it a lot. So, I mean, it sounds like you got you guys squared away when it comes to the 8 within 30, so.
We just try to keep them, rotate them around.
Not the same person.
Yeah, not the same person all the time going into that.
I know Georgia is checking trucks for ELD when you roll it.
if it's required to have it, you gotta have it if you're outside that 150 radius. So, yeah. Well, I mean,
Even if you go outside, so I don't, just say I don't go out, I travel 6 days or something in a 30-day period.
Yeah.
But I go beyond the 150 miles, I have to have a ELD in the truck.
No, you're still in at 8 within 30, so, yeah.
But understand that is rolling 30 days, not.
I'm gonna get me a drink of water. I'm gonna pour my water up.
A lot of people vary this from 30 days.
So when you go over 8 times in a month, you just install an ELD real quick on the side of the road?
Just try to avoid doing it.